think about, again, kind of going back and companies are sort of hopefully coming out of past this, this a little bit of craziness of the last 2+ months, 3 months, and in some cases are starting to rebuild. Things are reopening at least a little bit, and they're rebuilding. You and I've talked in the past about this concept around job fit. And, as you're rehiring a workforce, and there are a lot of places that are retail and places where they're hiring just a tremendous number of people because they were shut for a long enough period of time where those people went away. And so they're rehiring in pretty significant numbers. So when you think about job fit and that kind of hiring process and a lot of the conversation right now around diversity, talk about that a little bit of really rehiring that workforce.
It's a huge opportunity for organizations, I believe. The unemployment rate was so low for the last 5 years that people were taking anyone with a heartbeat, right? We didn't have a lot of opportunity from 2016 to 2020. The unemployment rate was really low.
Yeah.
And so that's not a good time to improve your workforce. It's not even a good time to increase the diversity of your workforce. You've got whoever you've got, and that's who you've got to get along with, and you got to develop them and do whatever you have. Now, given the events that have just happened, it almost seems like it should become a social imperative that we do change up who it is that we're bringing back into the organizations. And I'm not meaning to be harsh or cold-hearted or anything else. I mean, you had the employees who you had, and you care for those employees, and by all means support them. On the other side of that coin is this is an opportunity for people to look at their hiring practices. You can increase your diversity at this point because there are a lot of people without jobs, and it's a very diverse group without jobs. And it's an opportunity for us to increase diversity by getting rid of the bias and increase your talent. But by increasing diversity, it doesn't mean, so you look at that high unemployment rate, that means there's a lot of people out there that are looking for jobs. So you've got your choice of the talent to choose from. And you should be able to find people now who probably better fit your jobs. I mean, all of us know someone that we've hired that didn't fit their job very well. And if we hadn't have needed them, we probably would have let them go. Well, there's probably not a good reason to bring them back in at this point. They'll fit better somewhere else. You're doing them a favor. Let them go do something else where they do fit better, and bring in someone who does fit the job well. And oh, by the way, do it in an unbiased and fair manner, right? You use methods where you know that you're not going to continue to hurt communities of color because they've already suffered enough. There's been a perfect storm here for hurting communities of color in that the COVID-19 epidemic has hit them harder, unemployment has hit them harder, everything is kind of turned against them, but it's a wonderful opportunity for companies to decide we're going to fix what's wrong with our organization and help communities of color, oh, by the way, at the same time, by using unbiased methods to select people who fit our jobs well, where people will be successful and happy, and productive people are better members of their community than those folks who hate their jobs.